Hey Dragon Slayers! Today's video is about eating to keep insulin low, controlling carbohydrates, part 2. So a useful tool in helping you in your insulin lowering diet is an online database of foods with their respective glycemic loads, which you can find in the description below. I've included the link. So, as a general rule, you want to remember some guidelines for using glycemic load. Less than 15 is good. Leafy greens like spinach and kale and other non-starchy vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, peppers, cucumbers, and more. Fatty fruits like avocados, olives, eggs, any meat, butter, cheese, and sour cream. So when it comes to a glycemic load of 16 to 30, you gotta be careful. This includes most alcohol, plain yogurt, whole fat milk, berries, citrus fruits, most nuts, certainly less starchy vegetables like carrots, peas, lentils, and most beans. Greater than 30 is dangerous. Almost every processed food falls into this category. Juices, breads, crackers, cereals, ice creams, sugary fruits like pineapple and bananas, and so much more. Along with this general idea of controlling carbohydrates, here are some additional thoughts to consider. So, number one, don't be sweet. An insulin sensitizing nutrition plan will have very little sugar in it. Mostly, this recognizes that sugar is ubiquitous in its many forms, whether it's cane sugar, evaporated cane juice, high fructose corn syrup, brown rice syrup, or others, they're all the same garbage. You can find sugar-free versions of the most common foods in your home. Paying particular attention to things like sauces, dressings, ketchup, peanut butter, and so forth. Who wants sugar in these foods anyway, right? You won't taste the difference. When it comes time to actually enjoy dessert, I encourage you to limit this to only one treat per week, or find a way to make or purchase versions with fewer carbohydrates. So, number two, you want to be starch smart. Carbohydrates are incredibly diverse macronutrients, and the more natural the carbohydrate, the better. A general rule to help avoid the worst carbohydrates is that if it comes in a bag or box with a barcode, it's likely a carbohydrate to avoid. Number three, don't drink your carbohydrates. There is a big difference in insulin response when we drink a fruit compared to eating a fruit. When we've removed or altered the fiber of a fruit, we're getting the pure fructose as opposed to fructose with an appropriate amount of fiber. This presence of the natural fruit fiber dramatically reduces the insulin response to the fruit. And lastly, number four, when you're able, make an effort to focus on more fermented carbohydrates, including raw sauerkraut or kimchi with a meal. For those who get almost no fermented foods, don't plan on altering their cuisine enough to go to include them. One easy strategy is to drink apple cider vinegar every day. Whichever is your most carbohydrate heavy meal of the day, proceed that meal with 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. And that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.